Well, it's tick talk time. We have got naturalist Lindsey in with us from the Johnny Appleseed Metro Park District, and you've been pulling ticks off yourself, and there are ticks in our area. So let's talk more about ticks, because people are fearful of them, I think.
They are, and there is some cause for concern out there, but I want to dispel those myths. And ticks are really going to be a part of our lives. They're out in our ecosystem. They're great at what they do. So let's talk about what they are.
Okay.
So ticks are actually classified as arthropods, which means they are invertebrate animals. They have exoskeleton on part of their bodies, and they have jointed legs. And because they have 8 legs, they are considered arachnids, so like spiders and scorpions. And we also know that arachnids have biting mouth parts. And unlike spiders, who have those hollow, sharp, smooth, curved fangs, ticks have twin saws as their mouth parts. And so they dig into our skin, they slice it open, and they insert a feeding tube. And they're parasitic.
Oh, that's a gross way to put it.
Well,
okay.
It's gruesome, but it's very cool.
Yeah.
So they're parasitic arachnids. They require humans, deer, mice, other warm-blooded animals, sometimes even reptiles and amphibians, to take blood meals as part of their development, and for an adult female to nourish all of those eggs. Now here across Ohio, there are 3 ticks of concern. We have Lone Star ticks, American dog ticks, and black-legged ticks, which are also known as deer ticks. But here in Allen County, fortunately for us, almost all of the ticks that you're going to encounter are going to be the American dog tick. And although they can harbor bacteria, transmit it to us, and cause the disease Rocky Mountain spotted fever, the big tick that gets all that media attention, the black-legged tick or the deer tick that transmits bacteria for Lyme disease, is not often reported here in Allen County or even in Northwest Ohio. So according to statistics from the Ohio Department of Health, we have fewer than 5 reported in the last few years. And interestingly, even in areas where black-legged ticks are very well established, when ODH goes out and tests those ticks, not all of them actually contain the bacteria that carry Lyme disease.
That's interesting.
So when we look at the data and the statistics, we do still want to be vigilant, but it's not quite as bad as everyone says it is.
Okay.
So what can we do to protect ourselves from tick? Because really they're out there in the environment, and environmental application of pesticides are not very effective. Ticks are highly mobile. They will crawl everywhere, and they are very hardy. So even freezing temperatures sometimes won't kill them. They need to freeze and completely dry themselves out. So the best actions we can take are actually for our own body. And I have some examples here. So light colored clothing, it helps us see the ticks much more easily because they are dark brown or black. So when you're out wearing khakis and light colors, you'll keep yourself cool from all that sunshine, but you'll be able to pull ticks off of your clothing much more easily. Now, the other thing about clothing is that we want to wear long sleeves and long pants. And you're going to want to tuck your shirts into your waistband and tuck your pants into your socks. That's why I got those there. Now, when you see hikers out on the trail, we look awful silly with our pants tucked into our socks.
There's a method to your madness.
It is.
You're doing it on purpose.
Give each other a fist bump and say hallelujah because we're protecting ourselves from ticks.
All right, because they could go under if you don't have everything tucked in.
That's absolutely right. Now, on top of our clothes, we can wear different formulations of pesticides. There are some that are safe for both skin and clothing, like DEET and picaridin, and then some that are really only for clothing and our outdoor gear. Permethrin is an excellent example of that, and it actually lasts through multiple washings depending upon the formulation and how you're applying it. Now, when you find a tick on your clothing, pull it off. If you're out in the woods, throw it out in the grass, get it away from you. If you're at home, put it in some tape, some packing tape right here.
That's what you have. And right here, you caught one on yourself.
I did. I pulled one off myself. And when you do find them on your body, you're checking around socks, waistbands, behind knees, in your ears, and your hair. You want to grip it firmly at the base where it is attached to your skin. You can use your thumb and finger or tweezers and pull directly out. Don't mess with any type of petroleum jelly. Don't mess with matches. Don't try to pinch it or cut it. Pull it straight out. You can save it in the tape to watch yourself for any type of reaction you might have. If you're not sure what type of tick it is, you can take it to your doctor later if you develop symptoms. ODH doesn't really recommend testing ticks. Pull them off, keep going outside. We want you outside.
Yeah, really. Just throw it away and move on.
There
right?
you go.
Yeah. You know, it's called dog tick, and I'm sure it's not because of the dog, but if your dogs are outside, you should check them too,
You
right?
absolutely should. And be proactive with your veterinarian. They're going to know the best formulations for your pets.
Okay, very good. All right, so just check for ticks and still enjoy everything outside.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks for coming today.
Oh, you're welcome, Holly.
All right, don't go away. First Edition continues in a moment.